What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Today we are going to do another Evercade re-review on a cart, and today's cart is the Data East Arcade 1 collection. Now this cart has 10 games on it, and we're going to go over each one of them, and I am going to let you know what I think of it today. This is actually one of the first carts that I got for the Evercade, actually. In fact, I think this is the oldest cart that I have. I believe this came with one of the, I forget if it came with the EXP or if it was one of the carts that came with the VS. I'm not real sure, but I do know this was one of my first carts, so it is one of the oldest, and I really enjoyed it then. Let's see if anything has changed since then. Let's jump into these 10 games. The first game on the cart is Bad Dudes. Now, some people might think this is not the greatest arcade game ever, and I'd have to agree with them, but this was a huge factor in my childhood. This is what I played at the arcades. Me and my friends would just pump quarters into the machines and just play this game all day. I absolutely loved it, so naturally, this was one of my favorite games on the cart. And it held up really well, man. For as old as it is, I still enjoyed playing it just as much as I did when I was spending all that money at the arcades. Bad Dudes is badass. The next game on the cart is Breakthrough. Now, this isn't a horrible game, but it's not really one of my favorites either. I think it would be a lot better if you could actually get out of the car. I don't like just driving this thing and shooting. I think the controls are kind of janky, especially when you have to jump over objects. It starts to become a pain in the ass. So all in all, not a horrible game, but not that great either. It doesn't put or devalue the cart, I should say. It's decent. So the next game on the cart is Burger Time. Now this is a classic, but for those who know me, they know that I am not a fan of single board platformers like this. I know people rave about this game. In fact, it's some people's favorite game ever. Just not my style of game. I am going to give it a pass though, because this is a very classic game. I remember playing this, I believe on the Atari 2600 is what I played it the first time on. And I wasn't a fan of it then. I mean, right then and there, I knew I wasn't a fan of single board platformers like this. So, this was, it's Burger Time. I don't think it devalues the cart whatsoever, but it's just not my cup of tea. The next game on the cart is Chain Reaction. Now, I know this game came out long before any phone app games came out, but that's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of like a Candy Crush. Fuck this game. I don't think any games like this should be on any arcade carts. By far, the worst game on this cart. The next game on the cart is Darwin 4078. Now, if you know me well, then you know that I love flying shoot-em-ups. However, this game just did not do it for me. It doesn't have that flying shoot-em-up feel to it. It's just a really awkward feeling game. I don't like the way it controls. I don't like the way it looks. It's just not a lot of fun, so I kind of stay away from this game. The next game on the cart is Gate of Doom. Now this game reminds me of like Golden Axe and Gauntlet combined. I love this game, it's a lot of fun. However, I do die a lot the first few minutes because for some reason I have to get used to the angle that this game is played on. Every single time I play, I die a lot in the first 5-10 minutes. But man, this game is so much fun. I've never played this 2 players on a console before. I have at the arcades, and it's so much more fun with the second player. I believe you can play actually 4 players at once on the arcade. I could be wrong about that. It's been so long. I mean, arcades have been extinct forever around here, so yeah, I couldn't tell you that with certainty, but I do remember playing this game with a friend, and I absolutely loved it, and it was no different on the Evercade. This was one of my favorites on the cart. The next game on the cart is Lock and Chase. Now, if you're a fan of Pac-Man, like I am, then you might enjoy this game. This game actually surprised me. I had a lot of fun playing this. The only difference is In this, you can actually lock doors behind you to kind of slow down these cops that are chasing you. But, you know, it has the same principle as Pac-Man. You go around and you collect these dots, and it's pretty fun, actually. It's not like a banger or anything like that, but it's a good time. The next game is Sly Spy. Now, this starts out a little bit janky where you're jumping out of a plane and shooting and shit in the air like this. And this is kind of boring. It's not too bad when you get on the ground. It's not the funnest of all games. It is entertaining, but that's about it. It's entertaining. It's not like a game that I constantly go back to, but it definitely doesn't bring the value down on this cart. Next, we have Tumble Pop. Now, this is another one of those like Snow Bro type games. Not my style whatsoever. As you can see, it is a single board platformer, so it was rough for me to even record this video and have to play this. I can't stand games like this. I think they have no place on an arcade cart because it's not fun to me whatsoever. The next game on the cart is Wizard Fire. Now, I forget if this is the sequel or the prequel to Gate of Doom, but just like Gate of Doom, this reminds me of Golden Axe and Gauntlet combined, and you really can't beat that because Gauntlet and Golden Axe are badass games, and this is just a lot of fun, man. Tons of fun. This is one of the best games on the cart, along with Gate of Doom and Bad Dudes. It makes the cart worth it. I love this game. It's another game that you have to get used to the angle that you're playing at, but after you get used to that, it's all nothing but fun after that. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the 10 games that are on this cart. And yeah, there are a couple games on here that I just really do not like, but it didn't change anything because there's 3 really strong titles on here. And that is Bad Dudes, obviously, for me anyway, Gate of Doom, and Wizard Fire. Those 3 games alone make this cart absolutely awesome. In fact, this is my favorite arcade cart in the 10 arcade cart collection so far anyway. Who knows what Evercade has up their sleeve for the next arcade carts to come, but this cart I absolutely love, so it was easily an A. So let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.